Hey folks, Sheila here from Design Files. I just wanted to pop on with a quick video because we've made a great new update to the spec sheet feature within Design Files. So whether you call them spec sheets or FF&E schedules, I wanted you to know that when you're creating these documents within Design Files, you now have the ability to include custom fields into your spec sheets. So if you've been wanting to use this feature for a while, but you felt like it was a little bit limiting because you couldn't add in your own columns or your own custom fields, now you can. So right here, you can see that you can add in as many custom fields as you like. You just give it a title. You can add in as many as you want, and it'll give you the flexibility to include all the product information that you need to include within these spec sheets so that whoever you're sharing this document with, they'll have everything they need to move forward. Now, if you haven't been using the spec sheet feature within Design Files, here's basically how it works. So let's go ahead. I'm going to jump back into a project here. When I'm in my project, across the top navigation here for the projects, you're going to see spec sheets. Click into that. Here, it's going to show you any other spec sheets that you've created. You can always create a brand new one right here. Down here, if you've already created some and you want to view or edit them, you can just click into the button with the three dots. I'm going to go ahead and edit the one that I've already got here. And when I come into my spec sheet, you're going to see that you can include your client's name. You've got your spec sheet ID. You can include a description. So in this case, I'm just focused on powder room items. And I'm preparing this for Matt Little, who's the contractor on the project. Over here, you're going to see your client's contact details. Now, if you want, you can choose to add a design board. If you think that's going to be helpful for your contractor to see, you can, of course, click into this option right here. It's going to show all the designs that you've created for this project. So it could be a mood board design, it could be a floor plan design, could even be an elevation drawing that you added to a design board. If you think it's going to be helpful for the contractor, go ahead and select that image and it will be included within your spec sheet. And if you don't want to, that's fine. You can just leave that empty. Now down here, you'll see that I have added in a number of products. And if you want to add products, you're going to scroll down and you're going to click the button that says add a line item. And here you can add products, you can add manual line items, or you can add paint swatches. So if you click into add products, you'll see that it's going to bring up all the items that you've used within this project. And then of course you can narrow that down by design board, by category, by keyword. You can even pull items directly in from your library if you want. And then just click the checkboxes next to each of the items that you want to add, and then go ahead and click the button at the bottom to add those items to your spec sheet. Now, I'm going to cancel this because I've already added items, but the nice thing is when you pull the products in from here, when you add those to your spec sheet, the system's going to pull in all the information for you. So you don't have to fill in all these individual fields by yourself. The system will pull in an image of the actual product, the product name, SKU, vendor, material and finish, all the information that you'd already saved to that product, it'll automatically populate. And then what you can do from there is you can choose to configure this particular spec sheet to only show the details that you want. And the way you would do that is by clicking the configure button up here. So here is the standard list of all of the fields that are going to be added to your spec sheet. And you can choose to turn on certain toggles if you want those details to show. And if you don't want details to show, then you can turn the toggles off. So gray means off and green means on. Now, if the information here doesn't fully cover your needs, you also have the ability to add custom fields. So you can see that I've already done that. I added a custom field for grout color because I'm dealing with a lot of tile work here. If I was dealing with a spec sheet or an FF&E schedule where I was including a number of lighting fixtures, I might choose to add a custom field for light bulb quantity or light bulb type, and then I could include the details that I need for those products. If I was dealing with a lot of paint colors, I might choose to add a custom field for paint finish. I want to indicate if it's going to be eggshell or high gloss. So you can include as many custom fields as you like, and when you're ready, just go ahead and save the changes. Oh, in this case, I'm actually going to clear this one because I'm not actually going to include an extra column. So just hit the trash can to delete it, and then we'll go ahead and we'll save these changes. And if I scroll over here, you're going to see that new custom column is showing here, and I have fields where I can indicate specifically what color of grout I want for each of the tile selections for this particular project. Now, if I go back here, I'm just going to save this and preview it so you can see what your spec sheet will look like. So you're going to see your business details across the top, including your logo over here. So it's not going to show design files. It will show your logo. Here we've got your project details. And then below that, you've got all of your products and all the information that you want to include for that particular spec sheet. So down here, I can see the color grout, the custom column that I added, and then all the other items that I've included within this particular spec sheet. You can include as many items as you like. And if you like the way it looks and there's no changes needed, you can exit out of the preview and go ahead and just send that spec sheet out to your contractor, if that's who you're wanting to share this information with, or even if you're preparing some of these spec sheets specifically for your client, just so they have a detailed document of all the products, you could absolutely send these documents to your client as well. It's completely up to you. So there you have it. You can now fully customize your spec sheets within DesignFiles. If you do have any questions about how to add in custom fields or how to use these spec sheets across the board, then always feel free to reach out to us on the live chat. We are always happy to help. Thanks for watching.